Har har har. We now pick up with sub footage number 2. Here's my new character gotten himself killed. Why did I die? Was it something I did against Qualag or what have you? Nah. I actually died not 5 minutes ago. It was just me being a dumbass. I got all the way up here to Sin's Fortress. I didn't fight Ceaseless Discharge on this character, but I got to Sin's Fortress as I was navigating one of those thin little columns with the swinging guillotine blades. I just got a little overzealous attacking one of those snake dudes that spits lightning, and I just attacked one more time than I should have, and I took a nice little fall along with him. Now, here's a few things that happened at the end of the footage before it got corrupted. You're going to see me get to at least this point. A couple things happened. One, I got killed trying to get back up. Well, not trying to get back up that platform a second time. I got killed hanging down below trying to fight that one lightning spitting cobra. Here's the dealio. This level, this is basically like a constant trap. I'll show you. There's actually a way to make those rocks stop falling later. But even if you do that, it's only temporary. That trap is always going to be a thorn in your side other than this one part. When you walk in that door down there, if you listen closely in the videos, you'll hear it too. There's like a grinding sound. As you pass through that door, the trap resets to roll the balls. To roll its giant balls down this way. As you enter the room past there, it resets to roll its giant balls down that path, which it's currently set on. So if I were to, once you get past that first part, it will never reset to that angle until you actually get inside the room that's past it. But as soon as you get to the room, to that room, it resets to rolling them this way. And there's a reason you want them to roll this way, believe it or not. Believe it or not. We'll cover that in a minute. First, this is something I did not show you in the initial footage. You'll hear me talk about it, but since it's getting cut and due to corrupt footage and you're not going to see it, I'll go ahead and do it now. This is a bit of a bitch too. First off, yes, we're back at that elevator, the elevator of death. It's not too bad, you just have to wait for it to come up. It hits the top. Bam. And there we go. Not that bad. There's a two-tier trick down here. First, this is a mimic. He's not too hard to kill, especially with Great Chaos Fireball. Where I got that, maybe I'll mention it later, maybe I won't. But there's the lightning spear is what you get for killing him. Holy shit, do you want this weapon? This is literally going to be the best weapon in the game for you until you get to Anor Londo and gain access to a blacksmith who can make decent weapons, or until you get to the bottom of the catacombs and gain access to another blacksmith who can make decent weapons. You won't see that blacksmith at the bottom of the catacombs for a very long time. That's one of the final levels I went to on my initial playthrough. But this weapon, it's a spear. I don't really like spears, but holy shit, it's 160 unmodified. Really? This is easily the best weapon in the game up to this point. It's 320 unmodified damage. It's far superior to the Drake sword. This is going to be your bread and butter for a while. Here's the other thing. We have to wait for it. those iron balls, as they fall down, will slowly but surely fall in that hole there. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. The first time I really found this, it really didn't take this long. But you wait for those little balls to fall down there. And finally they fill in the hole, and then guess what happens? Wait for it. Boom shakalaka. Then you run. And you're patient and not stupid, so you wait again. Over here. And you get what is easily one of the most important items in the entire freaking game. You don't want to go down that. That's just a drop off that puts you back on those stairs. It either kills you or puts you back on those stairs that are outside, like around the exterior of the place. And again, you do not want to try to go back up those stairs. You want to take the elevator. It's risky. But that is by far one of the most important items in the game. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. The serpent's an imperfect dragon, a symbol of the undead, a habit of devouring prey, even larger than itself, has led to an association with gold, and the gold ring engraved with serpent boosts its words item discovery so that more items can be amassed. Booyah. Item discovery rate 346 with this thing equipped. 46 of that is from my humanity, but 300 item discovery rate for wearing that ring. Holy shit. Okay, you have no idea how important that is. There's a lot of really rare, really cool equipment in this game that you will need a very high item discovery rate to get. That ring is how you're going to get that high item discovery rate. Now we're going to move on to, those are the two most important loots in this level. Now we're going to move on to some other semi-important loots. For this though, we're going to do something else. And yeah, to say, I don't know if you'll see it in the last bit, I haven't watched enough to be totally sure. But if you move the ball so that it gets knocked that way, that'll save Fatty. That just kicks it out to Nowhereville. So that'll help Fatty out. He'll be okay. So what we want to do here, how about them apples? Do that. Over here you've got a area you can go out into. This actually just drops you down. This drops you down. I may drop down there in a second, so you'll see. But you might not want to drop down there. not yet anyway. This is the important part. This sets you up so that you come up behind that locked door that you saw before, and you get the ever cool Black Sorcerer set. It's like the stuff that what's his face wears. It's like the Sorcerer set, only it looks cool. On my other character, you will see me wear that set. Yes, indeed, I will wear that set for some time to come. Well, not the whole set, but you'll see me wear like the chest part. This trap is stupidly easy to navigate. It's only for idiots. You have to be mentally retarded to get caught by that trap. But we're moving along. This is where you want to go to progress the level. If I had taken that other drop that I just showed you, what it would have done is, if you remember in the main room, there's an area where you can fall down. At the bottom of that area, on one side is like a sort of a raised level that puts you in combat with a bunch of those lightning spitting dudes. That's actually the way you want to enter that area for the safest possible way, because the other way drops you from much higher up. There's another way you can drop down there, which you'll see in a second as well, but that way does not give you a clear and easy way of killing those lightning spitting skeletons. Once you drop off that little tier the lightning spilling skeletons are on, it puts you on a tier where there are a bunch of Titanite demons. I really don't recommend, if you're like my character right now when you have not gone back to the Undead Burg, I really advise against going down there and fighting them right now. I won't go into it, but there's an item you will see me get in the Undead Burg. You'll know it when you see it. I'm sure I'll describe it or check the item or something. If I don't, I'll pop up a little thought in the corner. But that item allows you to have a much easier time down there than what you would if you go down there without it. So I would not even attempt going down there right now. You could succeed probably, but it would just be really frustrating and tough, so why bother? Now here you have to run straight across. You cannot dilly-dally. Two things. There's a guy right here. Don't be like me and forget that you can hold your shield up and block. That's one way to drop down that will put you in that same pit as before. And that pit is below the main room, the room you first go into as you enter the dungeon. There's lots of neat stuff down there, and those Titanite demons drop that demon Titanite, which is obviously used for upgrading demon weapons. But there's a reason I'm not dropping down there right now. So first, before we proceed further upstairs, we go over here. These dudes can actually drop their swords, by the way, as can those lightning spitting ones. The lightning spitting ones drop the flamberge, which is sort of that weird curvy sword they use. It doesn't really look that cool, but whatever. So it's one of those mini loots you can get by dropping down into that area. There's a lot of neat loot down there. The most important loots in here are that ring and this spear. Those are by far the two most important loots in here. That ring is one of the most important in the game. I could see you managing to nickel your way through Anor Londo without this spear. It would be tough, but it could be done. But without that, without that, I was afraid of that. Shit. It's one thing I don't like about pyromancy, the way you throw it. Yeah, damn it, pyromancy. Tell you what, let's equip my pyromancy glove in my other hand. That works. Yes, I like to use my spells in my offhand. And no, this character, for whatever reason, hasn't really been wearing a helmet. Mostly due to equip limit and because I find every helmet he has looks stupid. You also say, well, no, you already should have seen that by now. I wear that thief mask for a long time on my other character. This isn't really bad. It's two blatantly obvious traps. Proc them, you're fine. We'll just check over here to see if that guy fell this way and dropped any loot, or if he just fell off. He just fell off. Good news flask. The really strange hard part of this level is about to come up. Well, it's not really hard. This level's Sin's Fortress is a real bitch until you know the level. To be honest, I've spent a lot of time in this level for various reasons, because this level is, spoiler, the route to Anor Londo. That's where you go after this level. So that's another place to drop down. It actually lines up with that same drop I saw before. Yes, this is another arrow trap. Important thing to notice, if you look closely, you'll see the other trap reset now that I proc that one. You proc that one resets again, so on and so forth. Keep that in mind when you're moving through here. God, I hope I brought enough arrows. I might not have. Shit. There is the source of your woes with the giant ball trap. He is dropping the giant balls, they land on the thing, and then they move. Yes, you can get over there and kill him. Even if you kill him, he will respawn when you come back through here. So it is and isn't necessarily a big idea, a big cool thing to do. Over here we have another area. Woo woo. This is sidebar. It's more of these soldiers, more chances to get a Balderside sword. Frankly, I think the Balderside sword's the best longsword in the game. It doesn't do top longsword damage, but of all the longswords I've found, it is the longest reach, and it has a really awesome R2 attack. Like the R2 attack, normally you do the thrust and the upward slash, or it's like the Drake sword and you do the 2 wide swings. With that one, you do a double thrust. And it has, with the length of the blade, it has really awesome reach. It's just really nice. Titanite shard. Also, these guys drop Titanite shards, Titanite chunks. Here's another important loot for the level. The Flamestone Plate Ring. Strange, they're giving you a flame resistance item. I haven't run into any flame damage in this level, have you? Heck, I've had lightning spit at me. No fireballs, though. Wonder why they're giving me a flame resistance ring at this point. Hey, look, it's another guy. What's he doing throwing that giant jug? Gee golly. Maybe now we know why they're giving us flame resistance. Yeah, you're going to get to see me not suck at this. Yes, my original time I died at least once or twice trying to navigate all this. You're going to see me not suck. So sorry. Now, what's the best way to proceed at this point? Get your damn bow out and shoot the motherfucker. That's the best way to proceed at this point. What bow am I using? Old habits die hard. Oh, do I have the stats for the Black Bow of Ferris now? I do. I forgot all about that. Also, there's a dude, you can't see him from here. He's like right over there somewhere. Well, no, he's up top there. You can't see him from here, but he's shooting arrows at me. He's the only one of those, This is going to be tough. I may run out of arrows. There's a reason I suggest doing this from here. One, if you notice, he's not doing a whole lot to defend himself. He's just kind of standing there and letting me shoot him in the fucking head. And yes, it's definitely better to use the Black Bow of Ferris for this, simply because it's got the best shot range in the game, which means you'll lose the least amount of damage on the shot, even though it might not do the best damage. Yeah, I should have enough arrows. Even if I don't, I have some feather arrows on me. I think I have like 15, 16, 17 feather arrows. During this extremely exciting phase where I shoot the guy in the head over and over, do a public service announcement. This is, in fact, November 9th. This will be the last sub footage I film. Well, unless I don't manage to get it all in before I have to go to work. But I should. I've got plenty of time before I have to get ready for work today. It's roughly around 11:15 a.m. It's possible there's some footage you may see. I'll pop over to Anor Londo because I'm pretty sure that got corrupted as well. My first little visit there, so I'll bump over there for that. I'm gonna warn you now. Prepare for oral pain when we get to Anor Londo, because boy did that level piss me off for a number of reasons. So don't be surprised if I have a lot of colorful language to use once we get to that segment in the videos. I'm not completely sure where this particular video will fall on the hour tier. This may be hour. You may see part of this in hour 13. You may. It'll definitely show up by hour 14. I'm pretty confident. So it should show up either in late in 13 or in hour 14. For perspective, hour 12 is uploading now. I actually tried to upload it on the 8th, but thanks to a Microsoft update and forced restart while I was away from computer, that upload failed. Thanks Microsoft. That took quite a few arrows. You're gone. Cool thing about him is he does not respawn. Now I'm going to highly advise you go up there immediately. How do you get up there? And I am going to cover some things I'm going to be skipping to go straight for him first. How do you get up there? You go across that bridge, take a right. You do not run into this room blindly unless you fall down a pin and die. You go up this side here. This is a tricky spot too. You want to be careful walking across this because one, you have a dude shooting arrows at you. Two, I almost said miss that jump. Two, if you push that and take that turn too hard or whatever, you will make a fall. You will die from it. Thank God I got that Titanite helm and whatever before he went down. There's a lot of important stuff I skipped that I will show you. This isn't a fog, is it? Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. I found out what that was much later on additional experimentation. But I'll show you that in a minute too. So we go up here. This is, by the way, this is the end of the level. Right through there is the boss. First we're going to go up here though, because that's where that giant guy was standing. The reason I suggest you kill him from down there is, again, it's completely safe. He can't fight back. All he can do is stand there and take it, and he will. And there's the boss right there, the Iron Golem. He will, and I mean will, continue to throw those weird-ass pots and stuff. As far as I know, I've never risked it. I found that was an easy, safe way to take him out. I like easy, safe things. Go figure. In fact, I like easy, safe things so much I'm not going to risk making a jump that could get me killed if I miss it. Next, we're not going around that turn. You see there's a big... it's actually, specifically, I found out later in the game, those are the Knights of Baron Dyke that have gone hollow. You could just call them the Steel Knights too, whatever suits your fancy, because they're wearing the steel armor set. I'll explain how I know that shit in a second, because you'll see me discover it. Come on. And no, there's absolutely nothing over here. I don't know why they put that guy there. He's totally skippable. There's nothing here. That reeks of secret door, but there's not one there. Again, I really don't understand why they put that guy there. I've tapped all these walls unless there's a secret door there and I'm just got horribly unlucky and missed it. Before we do anything else, one other loot here. Yes, you can survive this fall. Sniper crossbow. I've never even used this thing. It's supposed to be a really cool crossbow. All crossbow used with long distance by Korean snipers, often used with sniper bolts. Use sniper crossbow requires dexterity. It looks fucking cool. It's definitely the what's his face? Twin fang weapon in the game. It looks cool and it's fucking organic. What's that guy's name? You know who I mean. Man. And yeah, as you can see, I went back and got some stuff from the Blight Town, like that Firekeeper Soul. I haven't used it to reinforce yet, but whatever. And yeah, of course, she's dead in my game too. What I'm doing right now, if you're curious, is I'm just going to throw away this extra pyromancy flame. I sure as hell don't need it. I'm doing that for a reason. I don't really need to, but why take the risk? Bior of the Twin Fangs. Yeah, Bior. I'm sure all sorts of Demon Souls fans by now were like, you fucking idiot! Bior, you fucktard! Bior! By now, but yeah, it's Bior the Twin Fangs. See what that reminds me of, because he dual-wielded that big-ass crossbow and the, that big-ass crossbow and the little, the two-handed sword, the great sword. So why am I over here? And yes, I found this on my first playthrough as well. I did not miss this, because by the time I got to this point in my first playthrough, I was like, God fucking damn it! Bonfire for the love of all that is holy! God, grant me a miracle and give me a bonfire! So I've got lucky and found it. Well, not really lucky, but I really searched thoroughly. So I have lit the bonfire. I'm going to rest at the bonfire. I'm going to reverse my hollowing at the bonfire for two reasons. I'm going to go ahead and kindle the bonfire. Why kindle this particular bonfire? Well, one, it's the only bonfire inside Sin's Fortress. I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of stuff in Sin's Fortress that you'll come back for no matter what, like those damn Titanite demons, prowling demons, whatever you want to call them, at the bottom of the area. You'll want to come back for those guys, and they're tough to kill. They can be very hard to fight, even with that particular item that you will learn of sooner or later in my Let's Play. So you'll want that. It's really helpful down there, but they're tough even with that. There's quite a few of them. You could potentially, if you screw up badly, have to fight two at a time. First, let's go this way. Secondly, you know, what the hell, just in case for the boss. I shouldn't have... This particular boss I really shouldn't have a problem with, but you know, better safe than sorry, seriously. Excuse me. That guy's not too tough to beat, especially with the lightning spear. Why should you bother killing that guy? One, he's not like the one in the Undead Parish. He respawns too with that Gold Covenant Serpent, whatever fucko ring equipped. He has a very high drop rate for large Titanite shards. I'm talking very high. So yeah, it's really important. I've farmed him, to be honest. I have farmed him for large Titanite shards before, and it's worth it. He also drops great swords. Who the hell is this? It's Ostrava Mark II. This is not the guy you found in the, you fought in, this is not the guy you met in the asylum. This is somebody else. I don't know, they never really explain what this guy's doing here or what he's all about, but that is, as you see, Ricard's rapier. If we can find it. A rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. So that was the infamous undead Prince Ricard that I just stabbed to death with my lightning spear. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and got his ass handed to him by a random Dark Souls player number 5 up north. So that's Ricard's rapier. That's actually a pretty dandy rapier if you like those things. These are not mimics. Rare Ring of Sacrifice, Gem Dandy, just like the Ring of Sacrifice, just more rare. Divine Blessing. Divine Blessing is that thing that fully restores HP, Goddess Sunlight Guinevere, Daughter of Great Lord Gwyn, Chair Symbol, blah blah blah. Yeah, no kidding, Bounty and Fertility. You ain't kidding, son. Holy Water from Guinevere. Basically, yeah, fully restores your HP, removes all status effects. There's not very many of those in the game. What was that other thing? Rare Ring of Sacrifice. It's basically just like the Ring of Sacrifice, except it also breaks curses. If you have a curse when you die, it'll break the curse. The Ring of Sacrifice does not break curses when you die. And yes, curses persist through death. I believe they lower your HP quite a bit. Yep. That's what those buggy-eyed basilisk freakers in the depths were trying to do to me. Curse me. Over here we go. And yes, you can do a running leap off here, and you can make it over there and kill that guy. I don't think he really drops that many souls. He respawns, so whatever. If you feel the overpowering need to farm that dude for some reason, you can do it. I made it. Booyah. Whew, so what's over here? Look, it's a really tall dude who's floating on air. I could have made a cheesy song reference, but my IQ just destroyed itself while I was trying to think of a cheesy song reference, probably because of what I was thinking about.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone. But I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching.
Well, I do think I'm different in fact that I don't make weird noises that make it sound like I'm dropping a deuce when I say hello to people.
There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool. Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anor Londo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance. You'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair.
Well, it's not my fault those other guys who tried sucked balls. So he sells some black fire bombs, green blossoms. He sells some upgrade items. He'll sell those large Titanite shards for 4. Don't buy Titanite shards from this guy. Andre sells them for less. And he sells green Titanite shards. Don't buy them. They're very, very easy to farm with that gold Serpent Covenant ring. Just go to the bottom of Blighttown to that swampy shithole and just farm those slugs. They will drop 5 at a time. It's not even that rare a drop rate with that ring equipped. Don't buy them. You may want to buy those though sometimes. So he sells gear, great swords, great axes, balder shields, tower shields. As you've seen on my other character, the Balder shield was a pretty solid shield. I wish he sold the Balder side sword. Damn, is that such a great sword. Arrows. I should probably buy some arrows. Yada 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 yada. I've got 19 on me. I like to carry like 200 at a time, so let's buy. What would that be? 181. Yep. He sells the Katarina armor. If you would like to walk around like a giant fat tubby dude with an onion on your head, you can buy that. He sells the steel armor. Armor of the Knights of Barendike, known for their heavy armor. So yeah, that's why I know they're Knights of Barendike. This guy is also a Knight of Barendike because he's wearing that fucking gear. Katarina, onion-like shape, infuriating the proud knights, masterfully forged. So you say. And he sells the Balder set, in case you haven't farmed that set up or gotten his random drops. He also sells these rings, Thunderstone Plate Ring and Spellstone Plate Ring. Aren't those nice?
Go along, try and make something of yourself. But nothing will come of it. And I should know.
Yeah, I think the strategy guide refers to him as the crestfallen merchant. I wonder why. Depressed cocksucker. He's almost as bad as the emo warrior. But we're going to continue down. That's not the real main reason. I mean, it's nice that you got that guy sell some decent little interesting items. The steel set's actually pretty handy without being retardedly heavy. But you come down these stairs. There's a nice little area with a corpse. And one of these spinning dudes. Short work of him. We have a loot. Booyah, the cage key. That is what you use to rescue Big Hat Logan. Old Big Hat. He's going to be trucking down I-95 after you get him out of that cage. Because I swear to God, the name Big Hat Logan, this sounds like a fucking truck driver name. Let's be honest. Let's be serious. It's like some redneck truck driver going down the road with a chew of tobacco in his mouth, honking his horn. You know, that doesn't sound like the name of a badass magic spellcaster. Let's try not to screw this up. I made it. Hallelujah. Sometimes it's worth killing this guy too, just for the upgrade materials. Once you get that ring, killing those Balder wearing dudes whenever you see them is normally a good idea because they drop shards and such a lot. So now back up to here. Not this time though. So what's over here? This is the last little area I'll show in the Let's Play. At least for this place. Looks like a trap, but it's not. It's Black Iron Tarkus, that guy that, what's-his-face said tried to make Anor Londo on his own and got beaten down like a Rudy Poo Hobag of Bihachi. I just combined quite a few of those ridiculous comments I make all into one. So yeah, I've actually never summoned this guy, so I have no idea how effective he is. I just knew he was here. That greatsword's actually pretty long. I'm tempted to make this character strong enough to use a greatsword. I think it's strength 28 to use one of those. Those dudes down there that I killed over there will drop it. He'll drop it pretty regularly with that ring. If you haven't noticed yet, I tend to think that ring's pretty important. In fact, I wear it for just about my entire playthrough. We'll see how this plays out. Come on, Black Iron. Tarkus, get his attention. Good man, Tarkus. Good man. What the hell is he doing? Wow, that was pathetically easy. Good work, Tarkus. You beat him like a fucking bitch. The only thing I hate about summoning allies is, wow, that was, I mean, I beat him. The first time I fought him, I died the first time. I didn't have Tarkus with me. What happened was I got sort of pinned over here trying to learn his patterns and everything, and I got like stuck on one of these rocks, and the camera angle went all psychotic, and all I could see was his foot, and I eventually got grabbed, and he literally threw me off the top. The second time, I don't really remember what happened. I think I just got in a hurry to kill him, and I got a little sloppy and let him land a couple hits on me, and it cost me. The third time I killed him. I did it in a pretty long, drawn-out, almost sort of cheesy way, in that I used my catalyst and spells to basically, you know, I would stand here, hit him with spells, run between his legs, turn, hit him with more spells, so on and so forth. That's literally how I did it. It was easy, but it was time-consuming and sort of cheese-baggy. So, time for deja vu, the sensation that you have done something before. Stop necking me, bitch. I don't swing that way. I'm straight. This is a pretty cool cutscene in all seriousness. Welcome to Anor Londo, city of the gods. Or of the lords, whichever way you prefer to look at it in Dark Souls terminology. Yes, just walking back up here will get you back to Sin's Fortress. This is both one of the coolest, neatest design levels in any Souls game. I really love the architecture and the way they went with this. It is also one of the most frustrating, annoying levels that will piss me off forever and a fucking day. Avoid these dudes. If you just stay away from them, they'll leave you alone, but they will attack you if you get up in their face. Like if I try to loot those two treasure chests, they will attack me, and yes, there's two treasure chests there. I can't remember what's in those chests. I'll probably loot them in a second. Well, no, I won't, because I care more about showing you the continuation. Over here is another area. There's two more chests in there. I'm just going to warn you straight up, one of those chests is a mimic. It has a crystal halberd inside it. I find the crystal halberd to be pretty much useless, so your call. But there is a mimic in that. One of those is a mimic for sure. And here is the second firekeeper you'll probably find, potentially third, if you check out that secret door I pointed out to you in the last video. Or maybe not the last video, but we'll say hour 12. Yeah, it'll be hour 12.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
Let's go ahead and reinforce that Estus Flask. For the record, you can only take your Estus Flask up to +7.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling.
going to attune my magic a bit. I'm going to get off that Great Chaos Fireball because it takes too many damn slots. I'm going to pull out Fire Whip. And, I don't know. What else do we want? Oh, we're just playing on Fireball. Alright. So now we're going to proceed. Yeah, this little sub-footage may turn out to be its own video, actually. It's been running for a good 46 minutes at this point. I'm going to show you another area that I, for whatever reason, never recorded. Oh, God! Jesus! What a surprise! That actually did freak me out a little bit the first time I got there because I was in a dead run when I hit that platform, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I know I looked around here eventually. I can't remember if there was any loot. I don't think there was. Nah, there wasn't. Bad news, though. There is going to be an annoying fucking gargoyle right up ahead here. Yeah, there's 2 of these in this place. These are lightning based. They're not. Why don't you land, dickhead? Yeah, you definitely don't see it because it's not in my inventory right now, but this character actually got the halberd they use. Would you please stop doing that dancing around bullshit, you asshole, and just fight? Input Lagalicious. He doesn't have their tail though. Nice, nice. God damn it to hell. That shithead. Well, he didn't drop anything. Apparently they can drop their crap ass shield too. So you're probably thinking, well, let's just charge ahead here. There'll be a little bridge or a ladder or something we can go down or some shit. Fuck no, there ain't nothing there. Don't go that way. There's nothing there. Those gargoyles don't respawn, so there's literally only 4 of those in the game. So if you want all the gargoyle equipment, which I think is the shield, the axe, and the tail, or the shield, the halberd, and the axe, which comes from the tail. Well, the tail is easy. Just top the tail off. I didn't even try there because I don't really care too much. The halberd is actually pretty neat. It's a really large halberd. It doesn't do the weird bendy thing like the axe does. I've never found the shield, but I know it exists from thumbing through the strategy guide. This is not a mimic. It'd be a real bitch if it was. Demon Titanite. But yeah, that's all there is to say about that. Where does this go? I don't really remember. It just takes you up top here. I don't think there's anything around here. I can't recall. But it just takes you around the 2 sides. So you're wondering where the path to proceed is. This is the first part of why I hate this fucking level. Yeah, you can see the path to proceed right here. It's Literally that. That little shitty piece of black crap. Fortunately, this is the only time in Anor Londo you have to walk up a railing that is this goddamn thin. I am taking it slow and cautious. The camera likes to fuck up right about the time you run through there. Fucking close. And in we go. So now we're in the gallery, church, whatever. You gotta be careful, these guys will tear you up if you let them. Painting Guardian Sword. So yeah, you're probably wondering, so we had to come here because there was no direct route, so where do we go from here? Well, I shit you not. You're going to go over top of the scaffolding. Yes, if you fall at any point during this, you are dead. You are fucking dead if you fall at any point during this process. Yes, there are guys up here who will attack you. Yes, the input lag and the sticking of the thumbsticks are a serious bitch. And yes, there's loot on that candelabra. Sometimes you get lucky and they'll do that, man. My left hand's really getting a little sweaty for whatever reason. Honestly don't know why, but I never tried to film this the first time I got here. But the fact that I'm filming now makes me a little more tense. I do play a little more tense when I'm filming. Because I'm not, you know... Boom goes the candelabra. I'm not like worried of looking like a pro because I'm not a pro. But, you know, at the same time, you don't want to fuck up in some glorious fashion. Come on, dickhead, move up. Don't be a douche. I got lucky again. Yes, you very well might have to fight them on this shitty little scaffolding. Thank you. That statue in front of me is of Guinevere, Gwen's daughter. It's ironic for all sorts of reasons. Oh shit, there's a damn treasure chest over there. I've actually never noticed that before. I'm not joking. I don't know what's in it. And I don't see a method of getting over there, so we're not going to try. I really have no idea what's in that treasure chest. I've never been over there before. But I care far more about proceeding through the level than I do about anything else. First, traverse the white light. Most important thing, hopefully that gargoyle doesn't jump me immediately. Get that effing thing switched out. ding. That's the most important thing. Now that you've got that thing switched out, here's the next gargoyle. Ouch. Shit. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. I don't know what the hell this dude's doing. That backing away bullshit. It looks like I don't get any more gargoyle loot. Tough noogies. So yeah, Damn. So that's basically all I had intended of showing you of Anor Londo. At this point, you can just go back up to the top. My next video segment will pretty much resume where we are now. I may monologue again about some shit that happened on footage that got corrupt, or loot that I found that I didn't film, or whatever bullshit. Bear in mind again, please, I didn't originally plan to do sub footage, but I figured it would be better to show it all, and instead of skipping like tracks of a level or what have you. Okay, so I am back and I'm trying to get that loot. I'm now standing at the base of that big statue of Gwyn's daughter and the two night type dudes. What it is up top there's a little stair area you can go to the right. You kill your way down there, it drops you right around there. I really studied with the binoculars. It seems to me the only logical way to get over there is to drop down from up top. That's the top area. Drop down here, pop, land there. Come over to here. Roll over this way. Ha ha ha, it worked. I looked at it for a while. That was the only logical way I could see of doing this. So now we're down here. Move back up. Wait for the Painted Guardian. Die, you little asshole and jumping prick. I don't want binoculars. I want an Estus flash just to be safe. And we get not a mimic, a divine blessing. I probably should have checked to see if it was a mimic before I just popped it open, shouldn't I? Oh well, I'm glad my fatalism didn't get me killed this time. So it was a divine blessing. As I said, there's not very many of those in the game, so they're kind of handy. Not like a great loot, but hey, whatever, I'll take it. Ooh, that was too close for comfort. Fortunately, I've already killed the one on this side. It was kind of hard coming in from the other direction because those two dudes who were up top were trying to take me out. They gave me a run. I had to chase them out to here where I took them at the same time. It was kind of tough, but it played out. So yeah, I guess that was it. That's the Divine Blessing. I'll just cut to that scene and now you know how to get it. This is the final Let's Play Dark Souls vid, chronologically speaking. Stick with it. There's going to be quite a few more hours to come. It's easily going to exceed 30 hours. Again, thanks for watching. This is Karkarov, waving, taking a bow, and see you guys in the next episode.